Hey, what is up, beautiful people? This is me, Kwesi Asante of King Kwekonasi Photography, and thanks for joining me for today's series of Pro Tip Tuesday. In today's video, I've got 5 tips and tricks in Lightroom that can help you take your editing workflow to a different level or help you speed up your editing workflow. So if that's something you might be interested in, please do subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification so that anytime I put up a new video, you guys will be notified. If there's something to be interested in, stay tuned, don't go away, and let's jump right into it. So there's a beautiful picture of a little girl called Tessa, which I got permission from her mother, of course. And I shot this with a Sigma 51.4 art lens. First tip for today's video, and tip number 1, is the spots removal to / key. You know how when you select your, let's say there's a spot, let's zoom in so you can see. Say there's a spot over here which shouldn't be there, so you select your spots remover tool over here, and usually Lightroom does a good job of removing most spots in the face. This one is quite simple. So for instance, if you select the spot remover tool and the Lightroom takes you over, probably over here, and you don't like it over there, you can just press the / key on your keyboard, and it's going to see what it just did. I've dropped my mouse there. See what it just did? It's moving. I'm pressing the / key, so it's moving around, identifying good places for it to copy the and replace the blemish over there. So that's tip number 1, quick and easy. Let's jump in quickly to tip number 2 in this tutorial, which is the shift bracket keys. For instance, if you're over here and you're doing an adjustment, let's select an adjustment over here, and for instance, if you want to, let's say, increase exposure over here on just over here, just over here, and that's basically the adjustment. But what if you want to adjust the feather of the adjustment that you've done over here? You can come over here, adjust it, or you can hold on your shift, because the bracket tool would increase the size, but the shift bracket tool increase the feather. See? Increasing the feather. So you can do more with the adjustments you are applying on your image. So that's tip number 2. Jumping into tip number 3 in this tutorial, which is the specific auto shift double click. It's long, but stay with me and let's see what it does. So we know how Lightroom does the auto adjustment to let you know how let you correct the image by itself, so you have a rough idea. This is not it. So we see all the sliders here. You can adjust every specific slider over here when you hold on the shift and double click in the exposure. Boom, that's what it does. And you can go back and come to the contrast. You can do same, reduce the contrast just a little bit, come to the highlights, double click, and it takes the highlights down a little bit. Come to the whites, take the whites up just a little bit. So that's basically what the specific auto shift double click does. It lets you make adjustments specifically on each slider in Lightroom. So let's jump into tip number 4, which is the mask reveal tool by pressing O. So what this does is, for instance, if you apply a mask, so let's apply a mask over here, like let's say an adjustment. Let's reset this, and let's say you want to increase the brightness on the face, the exposure on the face. You brush all over the face over here roughly, and you want to see what exactly you've done, where the adjustments have been applied to. Just hit the O button on your keyboard and it reveals where the mask is, and you see it has been applied to the face and just some spaces around the face. And if you don't want it like that, you just hit your X button to reveal the minus key, and then you can erase the parts that you don't like in the selection. That's simple as that. And when you hit there, so you get to remove the spots that you don't like. You press on the O again, it disappears. So that's the adjustment you've done. So basically it will let you reveal the adjustment you've made on a particular part of the image. So last but not the least, the final tip in this tutorial is the Instagram crop. And to demonstrate this crop, I'm going to take you to a landscape image right here. This is an example of an image that I'm going to show you the Instagram crop on. And as we know, some time back, Instagram wasn't allowing us to upload full size images. Let's say on the landscape, it would crop it of some sort. So if, for instance, you have an image and you want to do the crop from yourself in Lightroom before you take it into Instagram, when you come here to the cropping, and let's say you want to select, for instance, 4:5 aspect ratio, and it gives you that. If you want to crop it for the portrait mode in Instagram, you just hit X. Simple. And you have your crop in Lightroom, and you can just hit your enter and you have it cropped for the way you want it, and you can just save it and you are good to go. So guys, these are 5 very simple, informative tips or tricks, if you want to put it, in Lightroom that I feel like you guys can try it out that way. So let me know down below in the comments if you enjoyed this video, and share it with anyone who need information like this, or who might find this video useful, and subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. It's me, until I come here again next week. Let's stay inspired, let's keep shooting, and peace.